a school in every city, in every state in the United States, at every grade level, from K all the way up to Gs. And then we also need vocational skills training. Those skills will never be outdated. With all this new AI and robotics, the basics is never ever going to go out of style. We're still always going to need carpenters. We're still always going to need electricians. We're still always going to need carpenters. We're still always going to need like people to do facility maintenance. Because while robotics is around the corner, it's going to take a while. You know, every other week it seems like they got a new robot doing something, but you know, robotics just is not going to replace professions like that. It's just not. And you would be naive to believe it will, because man-made computers, and man is not infallible. Therefore, computers and robotics will be infallible if man created it. So, you know, it's always going to be something wrong with them, because you're going to need people to repair the computers and the robots. But anyway, I digress. I didn't mean to go off on that side tangent. Join me in giving this brother a warm narrative podcast round of applause for his, you know, accomplishment. Next up on the Narrator podcast, headline reads, Meet the Army Veteran set to graduate with a college degree just days before his 80th birthday, and this brother's name is Willie Riles. He's set to graduate, or might have already graduated, because again, you know, some of these articles be kind of old, but it just don't never say a date on them. Florida A&M with a degree in development and research. So he had a very interesting run. Originally, he dropped out of school in his early teens or late teens, and then enlisted into the Army, and then got discharged, a few years after, and he just kind of, just figuring life out. But hey, it's never too late. He went and got himself a degree, or on his way to earning a degree. He might have already got it by now. Like I said, it didn't have, a date. The article didn't have a date when I recorded it. But anyway, join me in giving this brother a warm narrative podcast round of applause. And now, finally, last article of the evening on the Narrator podcast, last positive frame of reference. Bernice King, the daughter of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, makes history opening Utah's first ever Black-owned bank. Miss King, along with Ashley Bell, former advisor in the White House, policy advisor,